continue to grow. There's some tough economic times now, but I think these projects are incredibly important to the success of our marvelous city.
And in your opinion, what more would you like to see happen with downtown in the future? What would be the ultimate experience for downtown Edmonton?
Well, it's going to continue to grow, office buildings, but it's more about moving people downtown, creating a really interesting living environment, lots of restaurants and nightlife, and I think that's a big part of creating an exciting and vibrant downtown. So hopefully that'll evolve as a result of having 100, 150, 200 nights here a year. So all that will spin off and help everybody downtown.
Now, easy answer for you here, but why did you come tonight?
Well, I wanted to see the building. So I guess I have some vested interest in it, and so I came.
And initial thoughts?
Well, I've only seen this part out here, and it is very special. They call it the Ford Room or something?
Ford Hall.
Ford Hall.
Ford Hall, yeah.
It's very special, and it's going to be wonderful for Edmontonians to come and to participate in maybe different events that are going to be out here. So it's, I think, a great addition to the city, and it's a very exciting part of the city.
What's your first event here? Game, preseason game, concert?
I don't have any events right now.
I'm sure you'll change that quickly, though.
My wife and I'll come to some things right now.
Excellent.
Priorities.
Wonderful. Mr. Mandel, thank you so much for joining me.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Exciting times for Edmonton. And earlier today, Alex Janvier's nearly 1,600 square foot tile mosaic was unveiled for the world to see right here in the center of Ford Hall. Now, this piece of artwork is the first thing you will see when you come up the stairs into Ford Hall. Here's a look at how the ceremony went today.
The honor of having this as the first opening event is not by chance. Alex's piece illustrates Edmonton's history and continuing legacy as a gathering place. Unveiling this artwork officially opens this space as a location for all to unite and links Rogers Place to Edmonton's past, present, and future.
It also represents, as he's described, the natural beauty and tranquility of this territory. And it will act as a gathering place and as a conversation starter. It will promote community engagement and foster healing and reconciliation among Indigenous and non-Indigenous Edmontonians, Albertans, Canadians, and beyond.
Isn't that a wonderful piece of artwork on the floor? I'd like to thank the people from Montreal who put it together, piece by piece. All this coloration and everything like that comes from this area.
Having this incredible piece of Aboriginal art at the heart of this development creates a wonderful place for the coming together of people in mutual respect and a sense of community.
And the official ribbon cutting will get started in about 10 minutes, but until then, I have another guest joining me. Another familiar face. We have Oilers TV host Tom Gazzola here. And Tom, you've been into Rogers Place periodically, a couple times every month.
Yep.
Or not every month.
I try to.
Every time.
I try to get in every month.
He tries to get in
no
every month. Yeah, there you go. So it's been a couple months since you were in here. A couple weeks ago, you came in. What were your initial thoughts when you entered Rogers Place?
Well, wow, probably was the first term that came to mind, and that was, Jess, that was around May, in the middle of May. We got in here, and this was a total construction zone. None of this, there was no drywall, there was no lights.
Which just goes to show how fast they worked. About 1,000 workers every single day around the clock working here.
And then we got back in, it took me until about when we did ice level, PCL ice level, where you chased me around with a pizza. Thank you very much.
Gotta deliver that pizza to Tom. He's a hungry grown boy.
And yeah, exactly. But to see how fast they came along and made this all happen,
Yeah.
and you talk to people around the city, and they're like, Tom, how's that rink coming? And you'd say, you know what, everyone thinks and sounds like it's going to be fine. It'll be ready for the first game. It'll be ready for that open house when they announce the September 10th open house for the city. And then you'd get the stories from friends and family being like, well, I talked to this guy. He's working on the electrician crew, and he says, man, this thing is way behind. Or you talk to a guy working construction, and he's like, oh, no, they're fine. They're ahead of schedule. So there's all these stories depending on who you heard from, and it's always the secondhand news. And I would
look where we are today.
And look where we are today. And I would say, don't worry, you guys. Like, everyone says it's going to be okay. Nobody's running around sweating that badly just yet.
No.
And then finally, I think when we came in last week to see the players skate with the minor hockey team the other day, we really got a semblance that this place was pretty much ready to go. I mean, the crews have been touching up paint. They've been putting the finishing touches on this place, but it is immaculate. It is beautiful, and it's a cliche term that they used when they tried to sell this building on the city. It is iconic, and to prove it to people, you just got to come down here and see it for yourself, or watch you on Ice Level.
Or come, check out rogersplace.com,
Exactly.
go to the Ice Level tab there. You'll see 20 of my episodes. You will see this truly from not start to finish, but midway point to now, 6 months leading up. It was a shell, it was concrete, it was just bare bones, and like I said, look where we are. And now, Tom, being host of Oilers TV, you travel a lot. You've been to every single NHL arena.
Yep.
How does this one compare? I would love to know. Somebody's even commented on the lights. To comment on the lights in Ford Hall here, that must be something.
I'm Jess, like you, I'm from here, so clearly biased from the outset, but it comes with merit because I have been to every rink in the NHL, and I have seen NBA facilities that aren't part of the NHL loop. And what is really neat about this building is you do see elements that they took from a Pittsburgh, Consol Energy Center, XL Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. This glass curvature that is now known as Ford Hall looks a lot like what you see in Nashville at Bridgestone Arena. There's tall columns. You see the elevators and escalators going up towards the upper decks. So they did take those features like they said they were going to and implemented them here at Rogers Place, and then they added. And they added in every part of this building. Coming from Rexall Place, or if you went to the Saddle Dome in Calgary, or if you even got out to Vancouver to see Rogers Arena, and then that you'd always compare Rexall Place to those buildings.
Yeah.
Or a lot of people go down to Phoenix and see the building in Phoenix, gorgeous arena, Gila River Arena in Phoenix. This trumps all of that, and there is a wow factor, and people in this city will be proud when they see this building for the first time. They truly will be very astonished and proud.
You will, and that's everybody coming in, other media outlets, like you said, for the first skate the other week. They come in and just, they're looking around because there's so much to see, and it's not something you've seen at Rexall. Not to say anything against Rexall, it's just a different build. This is a building of the future. Sustainable Building is the first building to be LEED Silver certified new construction in Canada for an NHL arena. That's saying something. And with that, Tom, I want to test your knowledge on Rogers Place here. Forgive me, I dropped
it's okay.
Dropped my quiz notes here.
Yeah, I'm getting my mind
but
going here.
You're getting your mind going here. So we'll stay on the sustainability here right now. No, I don't need that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, just swap, you know?
I got your back.
Yeah,
all right.
So we'll stay on the sustainability here.
Okay.
How much of construction debris was diverted from the landfill? How much construction debris was recycled from this building?
In percentage?
In percentage.
That I'm going to ballpark and say 65%, and that seems high.
Try a little higher.
Please.
Yeah, a little higher.
75?
Higher.
85.
87% of all waste from the arena was diverted from the landfill.
That's impressive.
And there's the announcer, 5 minutes until the official opening of Rogers Place here.
87.
Okay, something. Tom, you like beer.
I do like a social sparkler.
A social sparkler, yeah. And I know you're not the only one out here.
Absolutely.
So Rogers Place has how many beer taps?
Tabs in total?
Taps in total,
faucets? I know there's 11 fixed bars. See, I did some homework.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's say
I gave him a heads up we'd be doing this quiz like 5 minutes before.
I'll say 1,100-ish.
1,100. Okay, that's a little high. We're
Okay.
going about 300 here.
300. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I got antsy. there.
87 soda guns. So this one is fun here.
Okay.
So if you were to stack smart cars, if you were to, not stack them, park them. If you were to park them all the way around Rogers Place, bumper to bumper,
Yep.
how many smart cars would you have?
Those are like economical vehicles. I would guess 120.
157.
I'd say that was a pretty good
Yeah,
guess.
that was a pretty good guess. I would say so
Okay.
too. All right.
Did the NHL send you all these enviro-friendly questions to ask me, by the way?
They didn't actually. No,
Okay.
no. I
That's
just thought I would go on a limb and see how much you know.
Not much, apparently.
This is something spectacular. How
Okay.
many televisions are around this arena? I'll give you. Okay, the arena is 1.1 million square feet. Okay, an average home is about 1,500 square feet. So just think about that scale. How many TVs?
I've heard this and I've read this, and I hope it's still true. 1,200 video screens within this facility.
You are very close, Tom. There are 1,250 television screens
I was close.
around this arena.
I was close.
You were
That's
very
a lot
close.
of TV screens.
Yeah.
This one right here is pretty big too, by the way.
Well,
Massive.
well,
It's
speaking
cornhole.
of video screens,
Okay.
let's just talk a little bit about our scoreboard.
Right.
It is the biggest HD scoreboard in the NHL,
Yep.
true high definition. Do you know how big the scoreboard is?
In square footage,
In feet.
in feet.
In feet.
Is it 35 by 45? And it's a perfect cube.
It's a perfect cube. However, it's 46 feet wide by 46 feet deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I know that it is the biggest scoreboard in any arena in the world in square footage.
Yes. Yes.
Because I know people ask about Pepsi Center in Denver, and they ask about Tampa Bay in Tampa, and I can say in Pepsi Center because I've been there. It's flat on two sides, on the long sides, and then there's just a small screen on the end caps. So the surface space of screen on this scoreboard here in Rogers Place is actually bigger than those ones. So that's to quash all those questions about those ones.
There you go. We got some
Yeah.
great clarity on
Hopefully
that.
that lends some clarity.
All right. So Rogers Place, it doesn't just have the one rink. It
Correct.
has two rinks, the downtown community arena as well. Two rinks, how many ice plants?
One ice plant.
One ice plant, which
Yep.
makes it also a very sustainable building because it's using less energy in that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pulling double duty on one ice plant.
One
Yep.
ice plant, yeah. And so we are standing in Ford Hall right now. This is a completely public space, open 365 days a year to the public. And with that, there are four public art pieces around the arena. Janvier's Ironfoot Place tile mosaic is one of them. So you
Yep.
can just come on in and see it if you want.
Beautiful.
With that being said, though, this is basically, and cars go under the underpass. This is an underpass
Yes,
for vehicles.
essentially,
How
yep.
many vehicles on an average weekday will go under here?
I just read this one.
You just read this one.
35,000.
35,000. You did your
Check mark.
homework.
Check mark.
Yeah,
Tom.
you did. Excellent job. Excellent job.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Tom. So there are 7 different levels on this arena.
Yep.
There's the PCL Loge level, which, fun fact here, we are the only NHL arena to have a complete Loge level. Other arenas have had Loge sections, and like you said,
Yep.
the developers of Rogers Place took the best ideas from every rink in the league and put them here, which is why we have a Loge level.
Right.
What are you most looking forward to here? We have 4 club levels, 1 Loge level, suite level, mezz clubs.
Well, I'll give you the right answer. I'm looking forward to the new media level. But if any friends are out there that want to invite me into Sportsnet Lounge, I'm all for it because it looks phenomenal. The columns that are on the ends they have orange and blue columns, and I'm told when the Oilers will score, like those will flare up red. So in Vancouver, we see in the stanchions that they can do the LED colors there. So Rogers Place has its own characteristic, and it's the columns that light up. So if any friends out there that are watching want to invite me into Sportsnet Lounge at any time this season, after I'm done working, I'm in. So
Pitiful invite.
100%, yeah.
Begging
Haven't even
for
seen
his
it yet.
invites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diligently begging in a nice, respectful way, of course.
Those club levels are coming around. Now, I do just want to say, if anybody is coming to the open house this Saturday, catch my latest PCL ice level video. It is on getting here. I help you navigate your way around construction downtown, basically planning your whole trip from start to finish, getting right here inside Ford Hall. You can catch that rogersplace.com as well as edmontonoilers.com. It's needed. You need to know how to get here.
I need to know
You
how to
need
get
to know how to get here because you actually walk through Ice District in the pedestrian portal.
That's
very,
right.
very exciting
Wait,
times.
I know the answer to that one, even though you didn't ask. 103rd Ave and 103rd Street is the pedestrian
That is
portal.
the pedestrian portal.
I have information.
Brownie points. He's wanting brownie points
Yes.
here. All right, and with that being said, our Rogers app is now live. If you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, then the app will be available tomorrow for you. So make sure to get that. Plan your route to Rogers Place. And here we go. The live ribbon cutting ceremony is beginning here at Rogers Place. The building is open. Enjoy. Enjoy.
Good afternoon and welcome. I am Carolyn Campbell, the Deputy City Manager of Communications and Engagement for the City of Edmonton. I am pleased to be joined here today by Mr. Tim Shipton, Vice President, Corporate Communications and Government Relations from the Oilers Entertainment Group. Together, we will be your masters of ceremony for this special celebration today, which marks a new beginning for the heart of our city. Rogers Place has ignited so much excitement in our city, and it all kicked off this morning with the unveiling of this fabulous Ironfoot Place mosaic created by world-renowned Indigenous artist Alex Janvier from Cold Lake. This outstanding piece honors the land area where Edmonton is located and highlights the colors of our beautiful Alberta skies, the stories of the area, and clear waters from faraway mountains. It illustrates our city's history and continuing legacy as a gathering place, which is so fitting as we are confident that Rogers Place will too become a key gathering spot in our city's downtown. Over to you, Tim.
It's a great looking crowd. How's everybody doing today? That's a little ad lib, but you are a wonderful looking crowd. This is indeed a great day for Edmonton and our respective organizations. It has been personally such an honor to be a part of this project and to see how Edmontonians have truly embraced Rogers Place. The anticipation and excitement that this project has ignited in our community was very evident last week when we released tickets to Saturday's public open house. And in the first 10 minutes, over 13,000 tickets were reserved by citizens anxious to see their first look inside this magnificent facility. And we're now at over 56,000 and counting. On behalf of all my colleagues at Oilers Entertainment Group, I want to say how excited we are to officially become a part of the downtown community today and to be a part of this great day for our city and region. Now, I would like to invite His Worship, Mayor Don Iveson, to open our formal program this afternoon.
Well, thank you, Carolyn and Tim. It is my pleasure, of course, to be here on behalf of the people of Edmonton in the heart of Treaty 6 territory to celebrate the opening of this magnificent building. Let's start by looking back in our minds to when this area was an expanse of parking lots. Our downtown was slowly improving, but as the heart of our city, it was nowhere near a true reflection of Edmonton's spirit and strength. We knew we needed change and a spark to ignite it. That spark was lit in 2007 when a volunteer committee of Edmonton's top business and community leaders recommended a new arena be built right here in our downtown, as that investment right here in the core of our city would create the greatest opportunity for Edmonton. That concept grew legs as the city refined our plans to revitalize downtown, and members of the public echoed their support for the notion. Then, Daryl Cates came onto the scene when he bought the Edmonton Oilers in 2008. And from day one, he made it clear that he saw potential beyond the team and shared the vision of using a new arena as a way to transform our city. And with that shared goal, we set out to make a downtown arena a reality. Now, the road was not easy. This was a high-stakes plan, and the years of public debate were important, as it all ultimately landed us on a course that we felt could work. And we broke ground in March 2014 with high hopes. Now, just 30 months later, it's hard to believe, we can say with confidence that we're on the right path to building an even more dynamic downtown, the one we all dreamed was possible. Now, billions are being invested in the core of our city, and rising hopes are reflected in the construction of new residential and office towers, including Western Canada's tallest building, and iconic destinations like this building and the Royal Alberta Museum. This is Edmonton's spirit in action. Now our community is coming together to build a dream into reality. Look around you. This building is spectacular. I've been in it 3 times now, so I'm over it, but the first time I came in, it was like this. And now anyone who comes to our city or sees it watching Hockey Night in Canada will see a downtown that reflects our aspirations. They will see a great city being built ever higher before their eyes. This changes Edmonton forever. Now, of course, none of this would have been possible without the tenacity and dedication of many, many different people. And it's impossible to name every individual, but I do want to acknowledge a few. First, the members of the previous City Council, many of whom are here today. Give us a wave. For their foresight, their courage, and their confidence. And in particular, I want to recognize and ask him to stand and receive our appreciation, my predecessor, Mayor Stephen Mandel, for being a tireless champion of this project. Well deserved. And to my current City Council colleagues for persevering through the difficulties of construction and a changing core of our city, thank you for your dedication to the work you do every day to build a great city. I also want to thank Daryl Cates and your family for your commitment to Edmonton, and to the entire team at the Edmonton Oilers Entertainment Group for being such magnificent partners as we designed and built this fantastic building together. To the project team, HOK, who created this design that is uniquely Edmonton, to Icon Venue Group for their world-class project management, and our very own world-class heavyweight Edmonton-based PCL, and the many subcontractors who built Rogers Place. We could not have asked for a better team. Your commitment to making this facility the very best in North America shows through and through. To the Edmonton Arts Council and to the artists who created this spectacular public art throughout this building and grounds, thank you. I was very blessed to be here earlier today to unveil Alex's phenomenal mosaic, the Ironfoot Place. And Alex and his family were so pleased that you're here with us for tonight's ceremonies as well. Thank you. To the people of Edmonton, your support was critically important, as Rogers Place would never have happened without it. I thank you, and particularly those residents and business people in the core of our city, for accepting a major construction project in our community, and through it all, seeing the opportunity that lies ahead. I'd also like to thank our city staff. Through negotiations, construction, and even preparing for opening right up to today, your tireless effort has been essential to our shared success. You gave your all because you knew what it meant for our city, and I sincerely thank you. Now, there's one individual that's become the face of this project for the city, Mr. Rick Davis. Where's Rick? He's probably touching up some paint somewhere. No, there he is. Mr. Arena over there has provided outstanding leadership for the last 6 years, and we're so grateful for bringing this in on time, on budget. So Rogers Place will be a gathering place for millions upon millions of people over time to create new and lasting memories for generations to come. It's a symbol of how creative thinking and innovation is essential to building a city. And this is a very, very special day. And I'm so glad that all of you are here to share it. And I look forward to sharing your Rogers Place with all Edmontonians very, very shortly. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Iveson. I would now ask Daryl Cates to bring remarks on behalf of the Cates Group and Oilers Entertainment Group.
Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Mayor Iveson, for your generous comments. It's an honor to be here today with you, with members of City Council, and with each and every one of you. There isn't enough time to recognize all the special people in attendance, so I'll limit myself to just a few. My parents, Barry and Ida Cates, my wife, Renee, and our children, Harrison and Chloe, and one person who needs no introduction, not just because of his contributions to Edmonton and the Oilers, but because he has his own statue outside. Wayne Gretzky, who is joined by his wife Janet and their sons Trevor and Ty. Thank you all for joining us here today. It was 8 years ago that a leadership committee drawn from across the community wrote in its city shaping report, "The greatest opportunity for Edmonton lies in developing a new facility that will revitalize our downtown and add to the excitement that is just getting started to build in our core." Well, here we are. We've realized our collective goal of opening our new downtown arena, and that excitement is building all around us. It took some doing, but I think I speak for all concerned when I say the result has been so incredibly worth the effort. I have to tell you that about a year ago, soon after the roof went on and the basic structure was complete, I walked through the arena for the first time, and I actually came through some hoarding that was connecting the main concourse to this area we're in today. And as I walked through the hoarding and looked at this space, it brought tears to my eyes. I couldn't believe what we'd built or what it would mean for our city. It'll still be a few years now before we see the full result, with Phase 1 of Ice District and the public plaza complete. For the first time in decades, Edmonton will have a world-class urban core to match our world-class community spirit. I'm extremely proud to be here today and to have played just one role among so many others in realizing our collective vision for a vibrant, forward-looking, and dynamic downtown with the world's greatest sports and entertainment venue, Rogers Place, at its heart. I would like to be brief today, but I also want to recognize just a few of the many key players that were integral to the success of this project. First, Mayor Iveson and the current and past members of City Council, as well as the City of Edmonton's enormously capable staff. The city shared our vision for what a well-designed arena could do for the community. They had the political courage to champion an unconventional and at times unpopular project, and they've been instrumental in its success. In that regard, I would also like to thank former Mayor Stephen Mandel and NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman for their commitment to Edmonton and their leadership in helping get this done. It wasn't always easy, but I think we can agree the result has been outstanding. I want to offer a special thank you to Kate's Group Executive Vice President Bob Black and the City of Edmonton's Executive Director of Downtown Arena Project, Rick Davis. This was the dynamic duo that forged the partnership that enabled us to deliver such a beautifully designed facility on time and on budget, and to establish Rogers Place as a landmark example for how public-private partnerships can be done right. And I can tell you, communities and cities from all over North America are coming to see us now to understand how we did what we did. Thank you, gentlemen, and to your respective teams. Thank you to Michael Sugarman, coordinating architect for the arena, Ice District and the Ice District Master Plan, and our design partners at ICON and HOK. Your extraordinary work speaks for itself. I also want to thank the members of the public who provided their input on all aspects of the arena design and plan. The input was invaluable, and I hope you see it reflected in the final product. Thank you to Edmonton's own PCL Construction, led by Mike Staines. The team from PCL and the men and women on site every day did a simply outstanding job in terms of safety, professionalism, community involvement, and of course, quality construction. We're grateful to everyone at PCL and all of our other contractors, suppliers, and trades, a great many of whom are Edmonton or Alberta-based companies, for their exceptional work. Thank you to my colleagues at Cates Group, John Carvelis, Paul Marcaccio, and Brad Gilowich, without whom none of this would have happened. Thank you to Bob Nicholson for his leadership in building a management team and an organization worthy of this new facility. And that includes 1,200 people we now employ within Oilers Entertainment Group, plus another 800 under our relationship with Aramark. No matter how magnificent a building might be, it's the people who bring it to life, and we have Bob Nicholson and his team to thank for that. And thank you to Cates Group Executive Vice President of Real Estate Glenn Scott and his team for leading the development of Ice District, a multi-billion-dollar investment in our city and the regional economy that simply wouldn't have been possible without this arena. I can assure you there'll be nothing like Ice District anywhere in the world. To Oilers fans everywhere, your devotion to the team is incredible, and it inspired us to make Rogers Place the very best it could be. Thank you for sticking by the team through thick and thin. This is the city's building, but this is your house, and I can't wait for opening night of the new season. Most importantly, thank you to the people of Edmonton. Thank you for your patience, your faith in the project, and your desire to make an already great city even better. Your passion for this city is what makes it so special. Once again, thank you all for being here today to celebrate this milestone. On behalf of everyone involved in this project, we couldn't be more proud of what our city has accomplished or more excited for the future we share. We hope you like what you see. Thank you.
Thank you, Darryl. Thank you. A project of this magnitude takes a lot of commitment from everyone involved. The strength of the partnership that evolved between the city and OEG is well chronicled and contributed significantly to the success of the project. But we wouldn't be here today without the dedication and support of many others, and that includes HOK, who provided an absolutely stunning and uniquely Edmonton design. As Mayor Iveson said, Rogers Place has already taken its place as one of our city's most iconic buildings. We benefited so much throughout the project from the project management expertise of ICON Venue Group, true world leaders in the development of sporting facilities, providing us with great guidance throughout the build. And finally, and last but not least, our own Edmonton-based PCL, a firm that is internationally recognized for their construction expertise, who put a lot of heart and soul into this building in their own hometown. Speaking on behalf of the project leadership team, I'd like to invite Mr. Ross Grieve, Chairman of the Board of Directors of PCL, to say a few words.
Well, thank you, Tim, and good evening, everyone. I'm very privileged to be with you at this exciting event representing PCL Construction and the many trade and suppliers and partners and workers that participated in the construction of this fabulous new facility. First, on the occasion of the official opening of Rogers Place, I wish to congratulate our long-term client, the City of Edmonton, and their development partner, the Oilers Entertainment Group, who made this all happen. PCL is so proud to have been selected as the construction manager on Rogers Place and the surrounding ice district as well, that is revitalizing our city. What is extra special for our 100% employee-owned company is that Edmonton is where our company's North American headquarters are based, as they have been since our predecessor, Pool Construction, moved their headquarters here in 1932 from Saskatchewan. Old Ernie Poole sure got it right when he picked Edmonton. You know, we mobilized on site here on March 3rd of 2014, some 30 months ago. Over 9,500 men and women tradespeople and other construction professionals have worked on this site deploying their skills. Thousands of others in the off-site supply chain that served this project also contributed. Another very interesting statistic I thought was over 4,000 people have had visitor orientations on the project through its life. And what is remarkable, truly remarkable, and of great credit to all involved is the fact that with over 3 million person hours of work delivered on this site over its life, and with peak daily workforces exceeding 1,200 people, safety performance was where we always wanted to be, where no serious safety accidents occurred. That's amazing. Construction sites are busy places and can be very dangerous, so this is a wonderful outcome on such a large and complex project. The dedication, commitment, and team effort that all of these men and women displayed on a daily basis is the reason the project is successfully complete now and that we're all here today. Before I close, I want to personally acknowledge and congratulate Darrell Cates for his vision and tenacity. When he said this arena, and the whole ice district for that matter, had to stand out amongst its peer developments across North America and beyond, he challenged the design team to come up with a concept of iconic in nature so that the legacy of this project could serve to bring pride and enjoyment to all of us who are fortunate to experience it and its impact on our community, now and for the next 100 years plus. I say those goals have been met for sure, and I extend a big congratulations to all of the design team who gave us not only outstanding visual architecture, but the best of functionality as well. To the PCL team that got us here today, I thank you and want to let you know how proud I am to be your chairman. Mayor Iveson and Darrell, thank you again on behalf of PCL and all of our construction partners, for the opportunity to work together with you and your organizations to make Rogers Place a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Ross. Another critical group on this project that we want to recognize today is our community. As far back as 2008, Edmontonians shared a vision of building a stronger, more vibrant downtown and recognized that the strength of a community starts at its heart. They saw the opportunity that a downtown arena could play in helping to strengthen the core of our city. One of our strongest supporters throughout the process was Ian O'Donnell, Vice President of the Downtown Community League, and I am pleased to invite Ian to make some comments on behalf of the community.
Thank you, everyone. Growing up, my father used to build a backyard rink for me each winter. As luck would have it, Yari Curry lived down the street and would bring his sons Jonas and Ville to come and shoot on me. Before games, we'd rush out onto the street and watch Glenn Anderson come pick up Yuri and wish him good luck as they go off to the game. We were such proud Oiler fans and even more proud Edmontonians. I am honored to be here tonight on behalf of the downtown and surrounding community leagues to celebrate the opening of this magnificent building. Community and volunteerism is at the heart of our city, and this project is no different. Its legacy on the downtown and this city will be profound. Imagine if Wild Bill Hunter could be here tonight to see his early vision that has been manifested in this amazing new arena. I challenge you all to be a little more visionary. Just imagine what this city could be like. Finally, I would like to close with a quote from a great team builder and community builder, Mr. Glenn Sather. This is only the first step in what we are trying to do and what we are trying to accomplish. There are more goals to achieve and a bigger picture ahead of us. We will always be the City of Champions. Thank you.
Thank you, Ian, and thank you so much for your personal support and leadership in helping get us here today. As new kids on the block, I want to reassure you that we're committed to being good neighbors. Rogers Communication has also made a strong commitment in Edmonton and Alberta as technology and media leaders. We're very excited to have our naming partner here today, and I would now ask Mr. Guy Lawrence, President and CEO of Rogers, to bring greetings. Guy?
Well, good evening. I am so excited. And British people don't get excited, so this is something special. You know, my company has invested over $1 billion in the last 10 years in Alberta, but we've never had a focal point in Alberta. And if you're going to have a focal point, you want it to be this place. You want it to be this world-class facility. So we are very proud to be partners in Rogers Place. We're also proud to be the technology partner in this great facility. In fact, we've invested $15 million in the technology that covers the whole facility, and I'm hoping you can see absolutely none of it, because we've hidden it because we were involved from day one. And I know that when you watch the games, you actually love being on your mobile phones as well, so you can take your selfies and you can send your videos and you can talk to your friends and family who were lucky enough to get into this great facility on the opening day. Well, the good news is it will all work. This is state-of-the-art technology. It is the most technologically equipped stadium in North America, and we're very proud to have provided that for you. Apart from wireless, though, we are also very heavily invested in sport, whether it's through the Rogers Cup, whether it's through the ownership of the Jays, our partial ownership of the Raptors, or even another hockey team in Toronto. Slightly embarrassing. I actually was at the Leafs board meeting this morning. In fact, I had to leave early to catch a plane to come here. And I can say that on behalf of Larry Tenenbaum, the chairman, and the rest of the board of the Toronto Maple Leafs, they send their best wishes and wish you the best of luck with your new stadium. You know, as you can tell from my accent, I'm from the UK, but I've actually lived in a number of countries, and I've been involved with some great projects and also some great sports stadiums across the world. Can I tell you something with all sincerity? This is the best I have seen. You are so lucky. Please enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Guy. We appreciate the confidence Rogers has shown in our city and Alberta. Today is not only a great day for our city, but all of Alberta. And as we open this world-class facility that will bring exciting, new entertainment, cultural, and sporting opportunities to all Albertans, it is now my pleasure to invite the Honourable Darren Billis, Minister of Economic Development and Trade, to bring greetings on behalf of Premier Notley.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us all better, faster, stronger. That don't kill me, can only make us stronger.
It's a nice choice for an entry song, I like it. Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to be here on behalf of Premier Rachel Notley, the Government of Alberta, as we gather on traditional Treaty 6 territory. Having been born and raised in Edmonton, it's really an honor for me to be inside the new home of the Oilers and the Oil Kings, alongside His Worship, Mayor Don Iveson, Daryl Cates, owner, Edmonton Oilers and Cates Group, Ross Grieve, Board Chair from PCL Construction, Ian O'Donnell, Vice Chair from the Downtown Community League, and Guy Lawrence, President and CEO of Rogers Communication, and I have to say, my all-time favorite hockey player, the great one, Wayne Gretzky. This grand opening celebrates not only a new chapter for hockey in our city, but years of working together to revitalize our city's downtown. As a landmark feature for the city, Rogers Place is a key element of that revitalization. Infrastructure projects like this have significant benefits for our neighborhoods, cities, and regions. They attract investment, they help industries thrive, and bring more customers to local businesses so they can grow and succeed. We already know the direct economic impact to Edmonton from the downtown arena is more than $600 million. And Rogers Place is only the beginning of a much larger undertaking in Ice District. Ice District is multifaceted and will contribute to a vibrant, walkable downtown with more people living here, going to school, shopping, and enjoying world-class entertainment. And we know that there are a list of incredible projects going on. We saw the opening of the Grand Villa Edmonton Casino yesterday evening, which is truly remarkable. Ice District includes $1.9 billion of construction over and above the arena. It's creating nearly 13,000 jobs. It also has spurred other capital investment spending, mostly in the form of condos and restaurants. This facility will help ensure Edmonton continues to be one of Canada's best cities to live, work, study, and do business. It's also a reminder of the significant advantages Alberta has to promote and to celebrate. Through continued collaboration and support for communities, Alberta will remain the best place to invest and to do business in Canada. Congratulations to everyone who has had a hand in creating and building this amazing facility. I look forward to continuing to see how Rogers Place helps transform our city and our region for years to come. And as a lifelong Oilers fan, I especially look forward to seeing the Oilers raise the Stanley Cup in this building. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Minister Billis, for those comments. And certainly we know Darren well from his days as a teacher at Inner City High School. You've come a long ways. Doing well, my friend. This one is going to be a fairly easy introduction because our next speaker is a man who certainly needs no introduction. So let's give a great Edmonton welcome on behalf of all of us, and speaking on behalf of Oilers past and present, number 99, Wayne Gretzky.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and really it's a great pleasure and an honor to be here today. A few days ago in California, Daryl and Renee said, why don't you guys come to the opening of our arena next week? And Jen and I were like, okay, that sounds like fun. Let's go see it. And we're so happy and privileged that they invited us and that we're here to be part of this. It really is a special, special arena. For those of you who have not seen it yet, the ice isn't quite as fast as Rexall. I tested it today. I seem to be faster in the 90s than I am today. But the atmosphere and the building is exactly what Edmonton's all about. It's friendly, it's classy, it's nice, it's warm, and I truly believe that Edmontonians are going to brag and talk about the whole entire complex for eternity. Back in the late 70s, early 80s, when we all became Edmonton Oilers, we didn't even realize and understand what was in store for us in the future. And the future for all of us has been so wonderful. The friendships that we made in Edmonton, the people we got to know, the teammates that we became friends with, the great wins we had, the championships we had. But all of that goes with the fact that everybody was always so nice. And everybody, as players, treated the fans nicely, and the fans treated us players tremendously. And we're always so proud to say we played for the Edmonton Oilers. So I'm so excited to be here today. I wish the Oilers, I wish the new players, the organization, I want to thank Bob Nicholson and Kevin Lowe and Craig McTavish for opening their arms and bringing our family up here today. I didn't even score a goal against my son today. That's how bad I am right now, but maybe next time. But I want people to understand this place is special, and I hope you guys make some new memories and win some more championships, because the city deserves it. The fans are tremendous. The organization is wonderful. And I wish you all the best of luck, and I'm always cheering for the Oilers to do well. Good luck to everyone.
Thank you, Wayne. We are so glad you were able to join us for this special day.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the gates and join the Mayor Don Iveson and Daryl Cates for the official opening of Rogers Place. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our formal program. We now invite you to walk the red carpet and enjoy your new Rogers Place.
Well, there it is, Edmonton. Rogers Place is officially open with a bang. I do have to say, that scared me a little bit, but it was so much fun. 2.5 years waiting for this moment. Rogers Place is open, and I really hope that you are going to the open house this Saturday, September 10th. Be sure to get your tickets to that. And if you're not sure how to navigate your way to the open house, be sure to check out my latest PCL Ice Level episode. You can find that on rogersplace.com. Also download the new Rogers Place app for iOS that is now available in the App Store. If you have an Android, that is available tomorrow, but be sure to get that because it will help you plan your visit 100% from door to door. I can guarantee you that. Now, if you're not already excited for Rogers Place, maybe this will get you in the mood to eat. The food here at Rogers Place is absolutely incredible. I have had the chance to try many of the menu items as well as some of Edmonton's media, and here's a look from pierogi poutine, pierogi nachos to the tautine, as well as the spicy chicken burger. Here's a look at the media tasting event and a sneak peek at the menu. I am here at the exclusive photo shoot for the Rogers Place menu. These photos will be used around the arena on the menu screen so you know exactly what you're getting when you place an order. The Rogers Place Culinary team have been busy whipping up every single menu item, and this week on PCL Ice Level, I give you yet another sneak peek of what you can expect, including my personal favorite, the pierogi nachos.
Pierogi poutine and that nacho, it's a beautiful thing. You know, it's a super typical, buttered and potato pierogi, and with some caramelized onion, some wonderful bacon on there, and I can tell you, you have some cheddar cheese, and in some spots of the building, you'll have a little bit of Rickard's Red in that cheese sauce.
Fresh bite-sized pierogies and cheese sauce made from scratch. These pierogies are one menu item Chef O'Brien Tingling did not mess around with.
Pierogi is throughout the city. Everywhere you go, there's even pierogi competition in it. So it's one of the menu items that we feel that we have to spend time to make right.
Tautine is our play on a classic Canadian poutine. Tater tots with the classic gravy on there, cheese curds. We're gonna put a little, some other stuff on there for color, some peppers and onions. It's gonna make it really pop. People are gonna walk around saying, wow, that looks awesome. Where did you get that at?
Order it as an appy, meal, or even a side if you're really hungry. This dish will rival the beloved poutine, and for good reason. It's not something you see every day.
You know, over the last few months, our culinary team have been doing a lot of product development, and actually to get in the kitchens now and start to really put food together, very, very exciting.
Pulled pork burrito, you know, is a Tex-Mex product. So we're smoking our own pork over here. We're going to be pulling it, and we'll make a burrito, kind of a big, hearty burrito. It's got rice, beans, corn, pico de gallo, of course, pulled pork in there. We're going to wrap it up in a big 12-inch tomato tortilla. It's going to be a huge burrito that you're going to take back and be able to nosh on while you're watching the game.
Let your taste buds take you to Latin America with this dish. The culinary team worked hard to make sure there was a little something for everyone at Rogers Place, including flavors from around the world.
Look, people eat with their eyes, and menu items, they have to be authentic. The fans know what they're eating because they've eaten some of this somewhere throughout their traveling. But the key here is they got to be authentic with that wow experience.
From appies to rice bowls, sandwiches, and desserts, you may not know exactly what you feel like munching on come game time, but one thing we know for certain is there's more to come.
We have a lot of other menu items being developed right now that will be rolled out throughout the season.
Want to know what else these chefs are cooking up? Stay posted to our website for the full menu rollout. And for all the latest updates on Rogers Place and Ice District, follow us on social media. And don't forget to get your tickets to the many exciting shows happening right here at Rogers Place, and they will be happening soon. For PCL Ice Level, I'm Jessica Kent. Thanks for watching. Really big day here at Rogers Place. The full menu was released to the public, and members of Edmonton's media got a chance to sink their teeth into most of the items. I have Executive Chef for Rogers Place, Johnny Blackerby, here with me. And Johnny, safe to say that you will find more than just popcorn and pretzels here at Rogers Place.
Absolutely, yes. You're going to be able to find all of the favorites as well, the classics, the hot dogs, the nachos, but elevated levels of food as well being served throughout the whole entire building. Here's some examples that we had for sampling for the media today from our curry cart. We've got our classic Edmonton favorite butter chicken that we're going to be doing in-house over here with rice, the butter chicken, vegetables, garnish, everything's on there. Vegetarian curry option as well with the rice, a potato curry stew in there with masala, and an Asian curry, red Thai chicken curry on there as well. So lots of different flavors, lots of favorite Edmonton flavors from the butter chicken, and elevated foods throughout, not just your pretzel and your beer, like you said.
Well, exactly. And when was the last time you saw a curry dish at an arena? I want to go to one of my personal favorites, a burger. This is the Bobby Nix burger. You created this with Oilers CEO and Vice Chairman Bob Nicholson. Here we are, the Bobby Nix signature burger. Let's have a look.
I had a lot of fun with Mr. Nicholson creating the burger. We put everything you could think out of in front of him, different cheeses, different burgers, different kinds of breads, spreads, pickles, jalapeno, everything. So we went through different kinds. He tried different cheeses, different buns. We came up with the Bob Nicholson signature burger. Yeah, it's a fan favorite. It's loaded with fresh vegetables, Alberta beef. We get the bread locally from Edmonton as well. It's a fresh brioche bun as well. So yeah, it's a signature item that Mr. Nicholson put together himself.
A little hint of spice there with the jalapenos. You see, we have the River City Bison burger here. Okay, this is one of my favorite items, the potato tautine.
Tautine, yes, ma'am. So we took a riff off of the poutine that's local to Canada and Edmonton, of course, and we had some fun with it. We're doing tater tots with it. It's still going to have your classic cheese curds, the gravy on there, some garnish and some fresh onions on there to give it some freshness as well. But just had some fun off the poutine and did a tautine, tater tots on there. It's a beautiful dish.
It is a beautiful dish. Yeah, it's nice and crispy with those tater tots. Yep. Pulled pork sandwich here, porchetta sandwich. Johnny, let's talk about why does an arena need such gourmet food?
Food is special to every special occasion, right? If you have a birthday, you have your cake. If you have Thanksgivings, you have your holiday foods. Special occasions call for special foods. It brings family around. That's what we are at Rogers Place. We need to have special foods to kind of tie us all together.
Now, there are over 80 concession food items, 5 kitchens here at Rogers Place. This is going to be a spot where you can just come from work, grab a bite to eat, and you'll be satisfied with anything you get.
Absolutely. No need to stop anywhere else on the way here. You'll be able to find whatever you are craving right when you get off to work, whether it be a full meal or whether it be just something to snack on.
And you can get, like we said, we saw the curries. You can get Asian-inspired dish, Indian-inspired dish.
And absolutely, kids' foods, everything that you want.
And now I know a lot of people are asking about gluten-free options. Is that doable?
Yes, we have gluten-free options as well, snacks, other items. We're working on getting some other ones as well, too.
Very nice. Well, Johnny, thank you so much. And if you want to look at the full menu, just visit our website, rogersplace.com, for more information on that.